Salvete omnes. Hodie legemus partem vigente novum de libro cuius nomen est Ritchie's Fābulae Facilēs. Incipiamus. Pars vigente novum. Sixth labor, the Stymphalian birds. Post paucos dies, Hercules ad oppidum Stymphalum iter fecit. Imperaverat inem ei Eurystheus ut aves Stymphalides necadet. Hae aves rostra aenea habebant, et carne hominum vescebantur. Ille, postquam ad locum pervenit, lacum videt. In hoc autem lacu, qui non procul erat ad ab oppido, aves habitabant. Nulla tamen dabatur a propinquandi facultas. Lacus inem non ex aqua sed e limo constitit. Hercules igiter neque peribus, neque lintre progredi potuit. Ille, cum magnum partum dii frustra consumpsisset, hoc conatu destitit et ad vulcanum se contulit, ut auxilium ab eo peteret. Vulcanus, qui ab fabris maxime colebatur, crepondia quae ipse ex aere fabricatus erat Hercule dedit. His, Hercules, tam acrem crepitum fecit, ut aves per territae avolarent. Ille autem dum avolant, magnum numenum earum sagitis transfixit. So after a few days, post paucos dies, Hercules made a journey, or took a trip, iter fecit, to the city of Stymphalus. For inem Eurystheus had commanded, imperaverat, pluperfect there, had commanded him, dative, to kill the Stymphalian birds. And here, necadet is the imperfect subjunctive. And we know that because it's got the whole infinitive in there, necade, plus a personal ending. The reason the subjunctive is used here is it's with that ut clause. He commands him to do something, ut, so we use the subjunctive. So these birds had bronze beaks et vescebantur. You might be tempted to look at this and think, oh, antur, that's a passive verb, but it's not, because vescor is deponent. So it has passive endings, but it's actually active in meaning. We also see here that vescor is a kind of weird special verb in that it takes the ablative instead of the accusative. So they were feeding on what? The flesh of men. Carne here is from caro. It's in the ablative. So the flesh of men, genitive. That one, meaning Hercules, after he had come to the place, saw a lake. However, in this lake, which was not far, non procul erat, from the city, the birds were living. However, tamen, nulla facultas, no opportunity, was given, debatur, so there we actually have a truly passive verb. So no opportunity was given of approaching. So here we've got a genitive, not a genitive, a gerund in the genitive. You've got that in a little grammar note here as well. So no opportunity of approaching was given. For the lake was not of water, but of mud. And here you can gloss constitit as consist of. In an English translation, you could almost just drop that out and say the lake was not of water, but of mud, and everyone would understand what you meant. Therefore, Hercules could not progress. Progredi here is the infinitive. It's a definite verb, so that's why the infinitive looks the way it does. So Hercules, therefore, could not progress either by foot or by boat, by skiff. We've got the ablative of means here. That one, meaning Hercules, having had consumed, or I think they gloss it as when he had spent or consumed a great part of the day in vain, frustra. And let's stop a moment to look at this verb here, consumseset. This is the pluperfect, where you've got that perfect stem plus ise plus a personal ending. And the reason it's in the subjunctive there is because there's a construction where you have cum and then something in the subjunctive. I believe this would be a cum circumstantial clause, where it's just giving a condition where the rest of the sentence takes place. So when he had spent a great part of the day in vain, he desisted, destitit, from this attempt, ho konatu, and carried himself, se contulit, or directed himself, to Vulcan, so that, well, here we've got u, so we might expect a subjunctive coming up, to, and here we go, peteret, to ask for help, auxilium, from him. And if we're parsing this subjunctive verb here, we've got petere, that's the whole infinitive there, to seek, to petition. The whole infinitive plus t, that's an imperfect subjunctive. Kind of like nekadet was an imperfect subjunctive. It's got the whole infinitive in there. Vulcan, who was praised or was cherished or was worshipped greatly, maxime, by fabricators. I think they gloss that for you as smiths or engineers. Gave to Hercules, so data Hercules there in the dative, a krepondia, a rattle, which he himself had made, fabricatus erat, had made out of bronze, ex aere. So a couple potentially tricky things in this sentence. So aere here is out of bronze. You might be tempted to say out of air, but that's the tricky part here. It's out of bronze. You might also see fabricatus erat and think, oh, that's one of those past passive participle plus erat constructions. Well, fabricor is deponent, and we can tell because it ends with cor here. Since it's deponent, this construction has an active meaning. So he had fabricated the rattle out of bronze, excuse me. Hercules, with these, so we've got he's here, the ablative of means. You've got a little grammar note. So this is plural ablative. So with these, Hercules made, fecit, such a sharp rattle, tam acrem crepitum, or such a harsh rattle, so that, and we've got ut here, so you can think, we might have a subjunctive coming up, and we do. A volare is a full infinitive there. So here we've got the imperfect subjunctive, and volare is to fly, so a volare is to fly away. So we made such a rattle that the terrified birds, pateritai, modifies aves there, both plural nominative feminine, so that the terrified birds, and then you could say like would fly away would be an acceptable translation. That one, however, or therefore, meaning Hercules, while they flew, or while they fly, transfixed or pierced or stuck a great number, magnum numerum, of them, with his arrows. So we've got sagitis in the ablative there.